Alright, this part of the assembly is going to involve taking these two plates and bolting them together with this nylon threaded rod. And I've already done a little bit of assembly work here, but this is the one that'll have the electrodes on it, so it'll have 2 nuts and 2 washers, so that you can tighten down your electrode to the right here. Anyway, and then add 1 more washer to go between this nut and the plate, and we'll get started on assembly. So I just slide it on there, and then I need a non-conductive separator between the 2 plates. That's what this nylon washer does. Then take the second plate, make sure they're lined up the same way. Slide that together. Now I add 1 washer and 1 nut. Now over tighten it. Now I go to the second half. Insert there. Put on non-conductive spacer. Slide all this together. Add 1 washer, 1 nut. Get it semi-tight. Then we go back to this one and finish the assembly with 1, 2 washers and the nut. There. Now the reason I'm wearing gloves, so I don't get fingerprints on the plate, but there's essentially a Simpleton electrode plate. It's only got 2 plates, so that I can do initial testing and see what kind of output I get with just 2 plates. In this section, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the Simpleton plate, well, excuse me, connect it to the Smacks booster cap. And what I intend to do there is just basically attach it. I've already attached the wires that I need to connect it. That was a bit of a bear. I figured nobody would want to see me having problems with that but me. So what it amounts to is we'll just attach this here between these 2 washers. If I can get it to stay. I'll tighten that down just a little bit so it doesn't go anywhere. Then we go to the other side. Which is not the easiest thing to do wearing rubber gloves. If all that effort was for nothing, but I got lucky. Alright, and we tighten it down. Not too much because nylon isn't that strong. If you want more strength, you're going to have to go to 5/16, I believe, as Smacks recommends. But there's a Simpleton electrode setup for a Smacks booster. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the electrode holder and the adapter that's going to go over the Smacks container together, and what that involves is just screwing these together. Now what I did first before I got started here was I added plumber silicone grease, and it's falling apart a little bit, to the threads inside this here. What that does is it gives me an airtight seal. and I'll have to tighten this up later, but now they're connected, and I can add this to the SMAX booster electrolyzer container. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the top on, and I've already put a bunch of water in the booster container, and there. Now we have an assembled test SMAX booster electrolyzer container.